Hello and welcome to another video here on the YouTube channel of me, Arne Huschenbeth. We are trying out Blue-White Yorion with Supreme Verdict in Explorer today. Supreme Verdict finally arrived. This is the deck pretty much available in Pioneer as well. So Blue-White is finally complete in that regard. Supreme Verdict is just, compare it to like Depopulate or Shatter the Sky. It's just like infinitely better than those. It's destroy all creatures without any downside, and it can't be countered. So screw you, Mono Blue Spirits player. And yeah, it costs a blue mana. All right, fine, but we're playing blue-white, so that's not an issue whatsoever. Yeah, so I want to try blue-white control again. I think now with Verdict, this might be tier 1 territory of a deck. I'm still playing the Yorion instead of a 60 card version because I believe that you have such a high density of good cards that you don't need to play 60. If you would play 60, you would probably play like free Wandering Emperor and free Teferi. You would just trim down some of these 4-offs, and then it's just the same if you play 80 and play full 4 of the best cards. And again, Red-Black midrange is probably the best deck in the format, and having an additional threat, an additional grindy element that you can fetch up, like the Yorion, is really huge in that matchup, especially because it also lines up very well against their removal. It doesn't die to Fatal Push, doesn't die to Bonecrusher Giant, doesn't die to Chandra, doesn't die to Glorybringer. They basically have to have a Heartless Act, something like that to get rid of it, so it's really nice, and yeah. The rest of the deck, we got Portable Amount of Otherworldly Light, of course, free split there. 4 Fateful Absence, because I think the clue token is really not that relevant. If your opponent uses their time to spend on the clue token, there's so much card advantage in this deck, from Omen of the Sea getting flickered by Yorion, or later in the game, Narsets into Memory Deluge into Teferi, that you're just happy when they sack something, when they draw a card with the clue. And again, just having this catch-all, being able to kill a Chandra that is about to ultimate, or just an early game play that they have, like a 2-drop, whatever it may be, another lean, any creature, just get rid of it. 2 mana, instant speed. It's so clean, it's so good, and it's really what I want. And it's especially nice with Teferi Plus to have a Fateful Absence up to protect your Teferi from their creatures. So yeah, the rest of the deck, I mean, saw it coming. I think that one is nice against Thoughtseize, etc. to be able to foretell it. And then later on again, when you have it foretold, Teferi Plus, keep up Saw It Coming is sweet. So that's really nice. I'm a fan of Jwari Disruption. Just you want to make land drops, but if you have too many of them, then Jwari Disruption can maybe come in handy against Red-Black when they're trying to curve out into a Fable or so on. Sensor is fine too, but I feel like Jwari Disruption has performed better for me overall. You could maybe convince me to play another Sensor or something, but I'm pretty happy with the 4 Jwari Disruption. Yeah, and the rest of the deck, I mean, we got the Memory Deluge to have that inevitability. We got the 1 Farewell in the main deck. We have 3 Shark Typhoon. I mean, I'm not playing the full 4, even though I'm playing 80 card deck, which is usually you play 4. But I feel like the card is good, but it's not as strong as it used to be. Like, either the opposing deck is very fast, and then it's just a little clunky, and you just, I just want to cycle this, make it 1/1 maybe, gain some life by chump blocking. Or in a late game, yeah, it can stabilize. Like, the card is flexible, which is the great thing about it, but it's not as efficient. And the more efficient Pioneer becomes, the stronger, the bigger the card pool, the stronger the cards become, the lesser good Shark Typhoon is. But we're still playing the 3 copies, and I still have the 4th in the sideboard because it's just this nice, flexible finishing type of card or early cycler. And I'm playing 1 copy of Dream Trawler. That's just very, very strong against Red-Black. If you get it down, it costs 6 mana. It's expensive. But if you get it down, it can be really good in some matchups. And I'm playing 1 copy in the main deck, a 2nd copy in the sideboard to bring in against those decks. The sideboard contains, of course, the Yorion, the 4th Portable Hole, Soulguide Lantern against Greasefang, Devout Decree just against the Red-Black decks, of course, against John Sacrifice, etc. And then we have Dovin's Veto, number 4 for the Mirror Match for combo decks, Settle Wreckage Good against Greasefang, good against various creature decks. A second Farewell comes in handy against the sacrifice decks, against Witch's Oven, and some weird decks that perhaps play many artifacts or enchantments, multiple types of permanents, and that just want to get rid of everything. Couple Aether Gust, amazing sideboard card. 4 Mystical Dispute for spirits and any Ledger Shredder deck you might face, or the Mirror Match, of course. Could see that maybe trimming one of those for another different type of effect, but pretty happy for Shark Typhoon and Dream Trawler are the last cards. We of course have Field of Ruin, strong card that's just necessary in control these days, and one Castle Ardenvale, one Castle Vantress, 4 basics of each color, and the rest, yeah, is history. 16 lands, easy peasy. All right, let's go. Let's do this. I'm excited to play some blue-white again. Certainly an archetype I'm happy to sleeve up. I didn't favorite it. Oh, wait a minute. It seems to be resetting. Even though I played Explorer yesterday, it seems to be resetting the best of 3 thingy to standard best of 1 every time. That is mildly annoying, but hey, small thing. I saw that Alchemy will be the qualifying weekend in this month. And yeah, I'll probably get into Alchemy for that, especially on stream. I will see if I do it on YouTube as well. But on stream, I probably, when I come back from the vacation, I will play some Alchemy. Prepare for the qualifying weekend. We'll see, maybe it's a fun format, who knows. I haven't touched it in a long time. I'm just, you know, bothered by all the changes and stuff. But I still want to, I want to qualify for the Arena Championship, so I'm probably gonna get into it. Swamp Thoughtseize. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? A Blood Crypt tapped. Alright, let's play this on blue, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Mana is perfect. Gonna flip into a 4/4. I wonder if I should play Narset. I have this Fateful Absence and if they have something. But I think I'm just gonna take a couple hits from this and then likely try to march at end of turn. Discarding something. And keep up my other counter spells. And like the worst thing they could have would be another Trespasser, I suppose. Thoughtseize. But they did play Thoughtseize and nothing else. Alright, I think I'm just gonna shock myself and pass the turn here. Let him hit me down to 10. And then see what I'm gonna do. Probably march end of turn. Discarding Fateful Absence. That's annoying. Wish I had a Supreme Verdict. Maybe because Trespasser is so prevalent. Maybe that means you wanna have 4 Supreme Verdict. Just so painful to Fateful Absence this creature. So painful. I think I'm just gonna play Narset here.
I train every day, meditate and prepare.
The Memory Deluge is not the card I need here. Den of the Bugbear, alright. Attack Narset. Castle activation. Okay. I'm at 8. Alright, I'm just gonna plus Teferi here.
I know my responsibility. We need to move quickly.
Yeah, I mean, this Trespasser. I lean towards for Supreme Verdict. It's kind of weird because Verdict isn't the best necessarily, you would think, against Red-Black. But because the Trespasser is such a huge issue, it's kind of nice to have Verdict. I mean, you have Wandering Emperor, which is also kind of good against the Trespasser. Okay, so he's gonna kill off my Teferi, I guess. Using a Bone Crusher and a Trespasser. I'm probably playing my own my second Teferi now. And by the way, I'm very happy that I did this instead of taking Memory Deluge. Even though I had a second Teferi, but yeah, Memory Deluge is just a little too slow here, I think. When I had the Narset decision, I mean. Okay, now I could just do this and exile this for good. Or I could Teferi minus. I think Teferi minus is a little better. And then I can keep up the Wandering Emperor for next turn. I think I'm gonna discard this Omen of the Sea. And then next turn I can plus the Teferi. Foretell the Sword coming. I mean, I need another land, but I'm gonna have 2 draws, so. And then I have Sword coming plus Wandering Emperor up. That'd be nice. There's a Hive. Okay, there's a Bone Crusher. Okay, this is perfect. They don't have a way to deal with the Teferi. Okay. There's my land. So I can return Yorion. Nah, I'm just gonna Foretell and pass. This seems pretty safe. Now I have Sword coming up. Let's see what they do with this Hive. They could, if they attack both on Teferi, I mean then... Oh, they won't. Interesting. Okay. They could have activated Hive and still played the Trespasser.
This is what you get for
Okay.
hurting my people.
Do I care? I don't think so. I have this Farewell. I'm just gonna exile the Glutton. Let's draw a card.
Keep up the pace.
Okay. Let's exile everything besides enchantments. Plus the Emperor, play a Jwari Disruption tapped. Keep up Sword coming. Next turn I can return Yorion, play it, flicker my Planeswalkers. Like my Teferi is gonna die here, but next turn I'm gonna be... Yeah, I mean, yeah. Teferi is gonna die, but I'm not in a terrible position. It's a third trespasser, huh? Okay.
Guards, to me.
Gonna put a stop in the end step.
Our swords will cross.
So now I could put a counter on the Yorion to protect it from Hardest Act. And put my Emperor to 4 loyalty. I think I like that. Like, they might just have 2 pushes in hand anyways and kill these samurai tokens. I mean, I'm gonna draw cards first and see after that.
You started this
Field of Ruin.
to end it.
We do have Castle and Hive. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, I'll just put a counter on the Yorion. Most red-black players have Hardest Act. Yeah, they can kill my samurai. But I'm at 10 life. My Wandering Emperor is at 4 loyalty, so this Hive is really no threat at all.
Hard.
They can activate Castle, but they're gonna get beaten down by a 5/6 now. Yorion plus Wandering Emperor is really nice against red-black deck. They don't have much removal for that combination of counter plus 4/5. Oh wow, alright. Alright, so Teferi plus. I'm at 10. Just gotta prevent that this Yorion doesn't die, I guess.
We need to move quickly.
Oh, Dream Trawler for next turn. I'm just thinking if I want to attack here or not. Probably should. Like this way, I attack their life total on one hand. And I also win sort of on board both ways. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Alright, now I have lethal with the Yorion. Yeah, they're just dead, right? Nothing you can do at this point. You can activate the castle and try to find, I don't know what, Doomblade. The devil. Sure.
Oh, it's on.
Wow. Nice. Make it 2/2 and the next turn kill him. Angra's Rampage. Okay. Yeah, it's a decent card. It's decent. Like, I think I like Bedevil a bit more, but if you place an effect like this, I don't know. I'd rather have Colorion's Command or Bedevil, I think. They're just a little bit more accurate. Anyways. Okay, so Ifagast comes in. God Decree comes in. Dream Trawler comes in. Settle I like as well. Narset on the draw is tough. Shark Typhoon I could see. Portable Hole is so la la. Sword Coming is a bit clunky maybe on the draw. I like the Veto. They have a decent amount of things you want to counter. Yeah, well. Decent against Fable. but it's a bit clunky. Croxa. I think this is decent. Like, you could convince me to cut maybe Portable Hole for Dovin's Veto. But I'd rather go with the removal, like have a heavy... Like, again, the games that lose against Red-Black, I think it's too early aggression if they curve out on you. That's the troublesome part. Sometimes they can, like... Yeah, they can also outgrind you with, like, Croxa, Planeswalkers, and discard. But against those things, you have your own Planeswalkers, you have Vetoes, and so on. So I think it's more difficult for them to do it, to win against you that way. Verdict, such an insane card. Duress. What are you gonna pick? The Jwari Disruption. You want a mana scrimmy, huh? Funny. Wonder if this is a good opportunity to just return the Yorion. I could also just play Jwari Disruption, pass. And what are they gonna do, right? Like, they can either deploy more to the board, which then Verdict is good against. If they play a Planeswalker, I can just kill it. So there's really no good play for them. Besides Thoughtseize on my Memory Deluge. Sure, I mean, this is gonna be decent for them, but not tempo-wise. Sure, I'll just kill this. And then Verdict. You could also Portable Hole the 3/2 and then return Yorion. Oh, I can actually Portable Hole the Vampire, return Yorion, and then I can Portable Hole. It's actually kind of neat. Because it's a token. Kind of like the idea of that. I'm gonna go to 11. I'm gonna go a little bit low. Go to 11 here, and then I have Hallowed Fountain putting me to 9. Go blank. Just discard these two, I think. Okay. They did not play a land. So now we have a 4/5. Now we are on the board with a pretty good hand. I like this position. They have another go blank, that'd be fine as well. Oh, what is this? You rest me? Go, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a really strong go blank. This is really good, yeah. People are starting to play this card, huh? Okay, that was pretty good. I don't know what to think of it. Wow. Okay. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, okay. Double go blank my hand away. That is certainly good enough to grind me out. My opponent had a nice mix of cards here. I mean, Goblin Dark Dwellers was the MVP in this game, I would say. Not only go blanking me, but go blanking me twice and getting a 4/4 Menace body. That is, yeah, pretty good. I think now I'm drawing dead. If they activate the Hive, yeah. Like, I have to double jump, go to 2 life, and then I have to get rid of 2 Menace creatures. I mean, I'm not drawing dead. I have Wandering Emperor. I have Settled the Wreckage. But I'm drawing to a few, very few outs. Interesting. I think on the play, I'm inclined to just keep Dovin's Veto in my deck. Yeah, that's GG. Angra's Rampage does get rid of Dream Trawler, to be fair. Maybe that's the reason why they have it. Sorin, Angra's Rampage, Goblin Dark Dwellers, Go Blanks. Yeah, prepared for this matchup. They also have to rest as well. Lots of sideboard cards. They always like to take the Jwari. Can they actually mana screw me here? No. Bone Crusher. Think I'm just gonna return Yorion here. Gonna fall behind on board, but maybe I should just play Wandering Emperor. Alright, fine. They take the damage. Probably not.
I've learned much during my travels.
And now I'm gonna discard the Veto. They can go blank me again here. That'd be rough. Doesn't really matter what I do then, I guess. But, I mean, I'm ahead on board and I get this Yorion back to my hand. They go blank me here, I think I'm sort of happy with that. Fable. So now the question, like, I'm certainly going to play Dream Troll. The question is just, do I want to make Samurai or not? If I make a Samurai, I'm likely... Like, if I just plus on the Shark and they have hard... Heart Attack doesn't even work. They have Fatal Push on the Shark and then Anger's Rampage. Then I lose my Dream Trawler. I think it's gonna be like the likelihood that they have Fatal Push still in their deck, and then that they also have Anger's Rampage in hand. Pretty unlikely. So I'm just gonna go with this. They do have Heartless Act. Interesting. They're playing some cards I usually don't see. This card does not seem that exciting to me. I guess it sets up Goblin Dark Dwellers. Just gonna block like this. Okay. What do I discard? Settle? Doesn't seem that good, but Jwari Disruption, what does it do? Not much either. Let's get the Jwari. Do you want to get frisky? I might lose my Emperor. I'm gonna play conservative here. Stay back. This is a really tough board to defeat. Okay. Apparently the sound is gone again. Oh, Arena. Now it's back. Now gone again. I'm not gonna bother and blow up a castle. I don't want them to have double red. I like the situation as is. Alright. March. Not a Dream Trawler. Make a Samurai, please. I could have insulated my Yorion, I guess. It's okay. So they can copy that and kill my Samurai. Do I care? I think I do care. And I mostly care because there's just, yeah, there's nothing they can do from this point on. Like, I don't know. They were super, super dead if I do that. It's not like the position is any better if I don't do it, but yeah. Let's change this one up. Huh, okay. We got Go blanked Goblin Dark Dwellers in one of those games. Yeah, I mean, Red Black does have the tools. The matchup will never be easy peasy for sure. But I think the Yorion version of blue-white, I do believe, is a little bit ahead in the matchup. So I need double white for the Supreme Verdict. I'm just gonna play this. I mean, I can access it with the Field of Ruin, but when in doubt, play Irrigated Farmland on turn 1, I'd say, because this deck is very mana hungry. Likes to make his land drops. We have a mana sink here with the Hall of Storm Giants for the late game. We have Yorion we can get. And has a sensor, so we're playing the mirror match. Likely. Do I want to cycle? Probably not. Narset. Sting. They did cycle a sensor, which makes me think that they another one. I'm gonna play Narset next turn. Happy that they don't have Shark Typhoon. At least seemingly. If they have Teferi, it's not gonna be that bad for me because Narset is shutting off Teferi. Interesting. It's just gonna be the Deluge over Narset here. What? Okay. Why? that's if that's your turn 5, hey. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay. I will take a Shark Typhoon. I will take that. I will play this on white, I guess. And now we're rolling. I got an excellent hand here. They have this Castle Ardenvale they want to defeat me with. Sure. Omen and Wandering Emperor. And Plains. Really like the Wandering Emperor here to protect my Narset. I like them all, honestly. Can I take them all? Okay, I'm just gonna take Emperor and Omen, play an Omen here. Alright. Just pass the turn. Yep, that's fine. Now I could play an Emperor, I guess. Sure. Good game, they say.
I'm home. Guards, to me.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Portable, no thank you. Verdict, maybe one copy. Farewell, definitely not. Fateful, get a trim down, March trim down. What do I have? I have 4 Dispute, I have Shark, I have Dovin Veto. And now I can, like, Dream Trawler is really susceptible to Mystic Dispute. But if it lands, it of course can be quite good. 2 more slots I have. You can see that my list is certainly not as prepared for the mirror match. I mean, it's decently prepared. I have 4 Mystical Dispute. So I'm looking at March, I'm looking at Dream Trawler, I'm looking at Fateful. Gonna be one of those. Fateful is just this insurance card. They have Narset, Wandering Emperor, Teferi. It's quite nice to have. But giving them a clue is certainly not great. Play March. I'm on the draw. Maybe when I'm on the play, I put in the second Dream Trawler for Fateful Absence or March. Could maybe use another card in the sideboard for this matchup. I don't know, like, reckon a Bankbuster, I guess, is not that good because they can exile it with March or Portable. You could play Commence the Endgame. You could play Nether Hall. Double March. I don't know. I think it's reasonable. It's pretty medium. March is not excellent. But I have Narset and Jwari Disruption. I mean, this is just... I have basically 3 lands and a Narset. Field of Ruin is nice. Hello, they say. Yeah, this is an interesting hand. It's just... I'm just gonna put back the 5-drop. Teferi is just difficult to resolve through Dovin's videos and Mystical Disputes. I just want to make land drops. And is up to emote games here. What a hand. Counter spells en masse. Castle Ardenvale. Huh. They don't have Shark Typhoon. Could foretell this, but then I can't counter Wandering Emperor. They didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. Do they have a Wandering Emperor? Probably would have cast it end of turn, right? So do I just blow up that castle right now? Or do I even care about the castle? I could just cast a Memory Deluge, live my life, make my land drops, let them have a couple 1/1s. Then they're gonna blow up my Field of Ruin and then they're gonna beat me with this. I didn't mute them, they just got silent all of a sudden. Okay, they didn't even make mana, that's a good sign. And it resolved, so that's a fantastic sign, because now I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling good. I have Dovin's Veto up. Nothing can happen here. Glacial Fortress. I really don't want to miss a land drop, so I'm thinking about cycling. What are you gonna do? Blow up one of my lands randomly? I might just make a 1/1 Shark here. Draws me a card. Leaves up the Veto. I couldn't Memory Deluge, but then I would have to discard. I could also foretell this Sword coming. Oh wow, they're playing Esper. Do I just want to foretell the Sword coming? I think I'm just gonna make a 1/1 Shark. I'd want to foretell the Sword coming. Just don't know what could be happening here. Just pass, play it safe. Maybe too passive. Okay. Let him have that. Mystic Dispute. I think I should Mystic Dispute. I feel like my opponent has a similar hand to me, probably, sitting on Dovin's Veto as well. Reactive hand. Okay, that makes me think they don't have land drops. Okay, so they can't flashback the Deluge right now, which is nice. I'm just gonna play Plains, foretell the Sword coming. Bit awkward that we just keep on drawing Plains here. I should have tapped my Eiganjo. Slight mistake. Because they can Field of Ruin the Eiganjo if they want to, but they will likely Field of Ruin my blue land. If they do that, that's, I guess, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna veto that. No, down to 4 cards. We have another veto for Teferi if they have one. They just pass. The hand is really reactive, I feel. I mean, if I just play this, Snap gonna get countered by whatever, Mystical Dispute, Dovin's Veto. Just a question, do I want to throw my stuff out there? I feel like I don't have to risk anything. This kind of gives me the opportunity to cast a Memory Deluge. I think I'm gonna do so. I don't know if my opponent wanted that. I still have a Veto up, so I feel fairly safe. Oh. Next turn we can go for Wandering Emperor, have Counterspell up. 5 spells in hand over there. Now we can just make a Shark, that's fine too, I guess. They have a Shark here. 6/6. No. They do. I feel like they have so many counter spells that I don't want to just... I want to make more land drops, I want to find more blue sources. 14 life is plenty, I have double Fateful, so I'm never ever gonna... Nice. I'm never ever gonna die to them, like, killing me with sharks, I think. I have 3 different ways to get rid of a shark. Just want to wait for the right opportunity. Checking my graveyard. Didn't want to fight over that, okay. Thought they would. Okay. I think I don't want to play my Emperor again. The 4th planes, jeez. Stop it! Ooh. That I cannot allow, I think. That's too strong. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. 4 cards left, I have a sword coming. Alright, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. It's certainly a cool game. Seems very close. Yeah. They have a Veto, they have an Absorb. Okay. Could have sacked the clue, but I think I'm happy to just get an Emperor out here. I have a Veto as well. Yikes. Okay. Well. Okay. Close game. Narset, Fateful Absence is a pretty good combination of cards to have. Internet. No, what's happening? Alright, we're good. Okay, untap 2 lands, 3 mana open. My Shark apparently still tapped, but it's untapped. Alright, let's play this Narset. You have a Fateful Absence? Interesting. Okay. Maybe the Hall of Storm Giants is the actual problem here. I do have another Narset though. Interesting. What do I do about this absence? Nothing? Well, drawing that card, I might not want to do anything about since, like, I can just raise the hall now. Although I would lose against the big Shark Typhoon. They counter, they have another Teferi. They could have Teferi plus land. Alright, I'll let it go. I also get a clue. I'll let it go. Yep. They don't seem to be interested in attacking with the hall. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. They do. Just gonna take the chump block. What's their plan? You activate my hall and just smash for 12. What's their plan here? What's their plan? I have a Veto. They probably want to. Yeah, they probably. If they have double removal, and I activate my hall, I'm gonna lose to their hall. They have like, because if I don't gain any life, then they just hit me for 7 if I attack with my own hall here. Okay, so I connected. Next turn I have lethal. What do I want to do now? If I played the Teferi, I would not have enough mana to keep up hall. Well, if it resolves, I would, but probably not gonna resolve. I could just Memory Deluge. I think I'll just go for that. Was I able to play around Mystical Dispute this entire match? I don't know. Maybe I was. Maybe I wasn't. Okay. March, I suppose, for the Samurai token. The Wandering Emperor or Memory Deluge. Let's take a Memory Deluge. All right. Got there. Interesting match. Lots of decisions. I think I played it well. Maybe there was a point where I could have played better, but yeah. Kinda happy how it all went. I mean, obviously I won. Obviously I'm happy. Yeah, that was just maneuvering these blue-white mirrors. Trying to eke out a free advantage. It was difficult. So I was a bit lucky at the beginning. That my opponent did not have a Wandering Emperor when I Field of Ruined the Castle Ardenvale. Heruga the Macro Sage. So this is like Timur, maybe? I don't know what's going on here. They can only have creatures with mana value 3 or more, so they play Bone Crush Giant and Brazen Borrower maybe to make up for the fact that they play, like, because those are free drops, but they can use them on turn 2. On the draw, like Eiganjo as a removal. Not the best hand ever. If I'm playing against a slow deck, which this is, essentially, might be fine. Okay, yeah, I guess they're playing some sort of Timur Fires of Interventions deck. Things of Foresight is always going to be Fires of Intervention. Maybe they play... Maybe they're just blue-red. Could also be the case. Maybe they play... The weird... The weird triple red Cavalier of Flames, I think it's called, and then they can haste me to death. Maybe that's the strategy. Portable Hole is certainly not good against someone. With that. That's funny. Do I want a sword coming for Tell? Probably should just keep up the veto. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I want to foretell. I'm gonna foretell. What's it gonna be? A Bone Crusher? Fable? If it's a Fable, I have Portable Hole. Yeah. I figured it could be a Fable. But again, if it's a Fable, I have Portable Hole, so I don't really mind that much. And then the Kiki Jiki down the line, I can probably remove somehow. If I play a Sphinx, I'm probably just gonna Deluge. Yeah. Okay, looks like it's just blue-red. I have freelance in hand. I guess I'll take these. They kept the card on top. The Scribe. Using to do nothing. Oh. Okay. I guess they can copy, hit me for 6. Or 9 even if they want to copy again. Yeah, I think that's fine. I can make a Shark 1/1 block the Borrower. Probably a good line. They might have another Borrower. Now they're really gonna get aggressive, huh? Hmm. Play Teferi plus.
Right on schedule. Keep up the pace.
Wonder if I should blow up the land now. Probably not. The Den of the Bugbear. I'll probably just wait until they activate it. Yeah. Now I think it's a good moment to blow it up though. I mean, I would give them a mana. Maybe I don't want to give them a mana.
You're not going to win this.
Interesting. You just minus, play another Teferi plus. They have Cavalier. They can exile the Cavalier with March.
I suppose that's how it was meant. You need to slow down.
I can feel I've ruined it then.
Let's skip to the good part.
Alright. Nice. Lots of red cards. Aethergast is looking decent. They have 4 Mystical Dispute in their sideboard, that's for sure. So I gotta be aware of that. I could bring in my own Mystical Disputes to fight theirs. Portable is gonna get out. Yeah, Narset. Like, for sure bringing in the Vault Decree and Aethergast. Veto, probably good enough too. Oh well. Dream Trawler is pretty bad against Mystical Dispute. March, pretty bad too. It's just counterspells. Counterspells are good. Wandering Emperor seems decent. Supreme Verdict, probably fine. Narset, I don't know. Maybe cut 1. Sharks, pretty bad against Borrower, which they will have 4 of. Green Trawler is the type of card they just will have a really tough time beating if I ever get to resolve it. Cut the Narsets for Mysticals. I don't know about the Shark Typhoon. Narset stops the Cavalier, but otherwise... They probably have Legion Warboss. Could play Settle. I don't know, I'm not sure. I've never played this matchup before. I'm just cutting the Narsets on the draw. Sure, it cuts off the Cavalier draw ability. But yeah, just on the draw it's a little tough. Okay, this is fine. 2-lander, lots of action. Here's my 3rd land. Nice. Make this on blue, I guess. Nothing. I guess it's gonna be a Brazen Borrow? No. Nothing again. Cool. Okay. Sure.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
Makes me think they have Mystical Dispute. The way, like, what hand did they keep, right? They probably kept the hand with Mystical Dispute and were like, I got my nice interaction spell. It's a decent hand to keep. But they're so reactive, they're not doing anything, and that just favors the blue-white player. I want to trade for my free, I'm all about it. Beautiful. Alright. Oh, they're gonna Mystical Dispute me, but yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Divide by 0. Huh. Some countering back. Okay, well, yeah. Maybe not the matchup they want to face. Alright, Plat tier 1. So far, so good. Alright, yeah, I think that was a good overview for the blue-white control deck. We did not cast Supreme Verdict even once, did we? Did I cast it once? Not quite sure. Could see a 4th copy here in this Yorion version of the deck. Maybe instead of a Farewell. I think this one of Farewell can be cute against some decks, but overall, maybe it's a little too cute. But you can cut maybe a Fateful Absence or a Wandering Emperor for a 4th Verdict. It depends on what you think is going to happen in the metagame, but there's cards like Elvish Mystic just joined, so that's probably going to bring up the number of Collected Company decks, so Verdict is going to be real good. And yeah, against Rakdos, if they curve out Blood Type Harvester into Graveyard Trespasser, like, Verdict is really nice. Especially in conjunction with Fateful. Like, you can sweep the board, then they have the Chandra, because they're like, oh yeah, they tapped out, haha. But then you can just Teferi or Fateful Absence the Chandra away from the board and, you know, be good. I remember playing control decks in the past where you could never tap out because then they could always punish you with the Chandra or some other Planeswalker. And that's why you always had to play instant speed removal on their creatures and couldn't play sweepers. But because you have good Planeswalker removal here, it's much easier to, you know, play sweepers. All right, this is blue-white control. Let me know what you think about the deck, if you liked the video. And if you did, leave a like. That'd be great to help bring it up on the algorithm. And thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.